Hi, Dr. Romano. I heard you're going to be doing a video talking to the pre-dents at Rutgers.
Yes, I want to welcome all the Rutgers students. I've had a long history with your school going back about 35 years ago when I first started organic chemistry tutoring, just right after I got my doctorate from NYU. So I've been doing this a long time. I've also been doing the MCAT groups as well as the DAT classes, organic chemistry through physics, through advanced organic, and pathology. Would you like to ask me a question?
Sure, Dr. Romano. Well, the kids are meeting today. They're going to have a raffle. They're going to be raffling off a couple of our DAT destroyers to 2 lucky students. But we'd like to get a little information maybe on the DAT destroyer, why it's a number one book for the DAT.
First of all, let me just address, as far as the destroyer book goes, it does require you to have a decent foundation in the basic sciences. It's built for those students wanting to go from that 25 to 30 mark. I know there's a new scoring, what is it, 250 now to 300?
300.
Something like that.
300's the
Perfect.
old 30.
It's the old 30. Now, my basic success has been to build a foundation with my students, especially with my in-class students. And here's a sample of what I do. We first do all the different topics. For instance, this is a bio. All my bio notes, and I don't know, I just went to a random page and you can see we have a karyotype here and going over all the pathologies with that. After I run through all the bio notes, we go over my Gen Chem notes. And the Gen Chem notes will give you the understanding of all the different topics, whether it's moles and stoichiometry through gas laws, molecular geometry, equilibrium, kinetics, electrochem, nuclear solubility. All those topics need to be covered before you can even think about doing the destroyer or any questions. After I get done, which will be about 3.5 weeks with that, we go over the third package, which is the organic chemistry slash biochem. And in that, we review things like the functional groups, all the key reactions of the alkenes, alkynes, alkanes, aromatics. Then we go into things like SN1, E1, all the big topics that you're going to see on the DAT exam and even the OAT exam. Then part 2 of that, of course, would be stuff like aldehydes and ketones, aromatics, esters, naming, means, spectroscopy, the lab techniques and stuff like that. Only then, once we've got that foundation built, I think you'll be ready for the destroyer book, because I'll admit, it's a hard book, but it's going to exploit all your weaknesses. If you go to our website, you can see some of the past scores. I wish I could promise everyone a 30, but I can't do that, but it'll give you a good shot at being able to see every type of question that you'll encounter on the DAT. I'm not a dental student.
Can I interrupt you there a second just while
Yes.
we're on that? Because you were talking about building the foundation in the classes. Don't you agree, particularly in recent years, students have an extremely weak foundation?
I have seen an extremely distressing trend that a lot of students rely on timed exams. A lot of these timed exams were done by dental students and even dentists and stuff, and it was the road to hell. That students thought, I'm going to run through these timed exams and then bingo, I'm going to get a 30. And they promise you the world, but sitting in my class right now is about 7 or 8 students who already been, for better choice of words, scammed into believing they were going to get a 30. That's not true. You need to build the foundations. There's no if, ands, or buts. Doing question after question and thinking, well, I'm set for the DAT, and doing a timed exam and getting a 27, it means 0. I know students who told me they've got 27s doing timed exams and they ended up with 13s in the DAT. So don't get scammed into that. You got to do hard work. That's the bottom line. And in my class, there will be hard work where I lay the foundation. I just want to go over the times.
Okay, yes.
My in-class 1 group is going to be from May 27th to August the 19th. We meet on Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2.
Eastern Standard Time,
Right.
everything, guys.
The second group that I'm doing would be from May 26th to August 18th, and that would be Monday, Wednesday, 10 to 2. For those that can't make my in-class
Well,
group,
where are your classes?
they're in Staten Island, New
Okay,
York,
thank
not
you.
too far from Brooklyn, not too far from Rutgers, actually. The online group, which is done by Professor Barangos, I'll come in for about 30 minutes addressing the topic. He'll be doing May 25th to August 17th, and that's Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday from 10 to 2, and Wednesday from 6 to 10. Now, we do have a study group on Facebook, the DAT Destroyer Study Group. I recommend you to join it. If you need to hit me up with a message, or Nancy Steen, you can ask us any questions, and you can see some of my work online and see if it's for you.
Okay, Dr. Romano, that sounds very good. But for students who don't know, who's Professor Barangos? Will you give a little
Professor
bit of
Barangos
opinion?
was one of my old students from the year 2000. He went on to do research for HIV virus and prion work, and he was from Rockefeller University and NYU. He's done a lot of good work, and he's done good work for me. He's been here for about 15 years, and he's also very capable and very available and accessible to be able to help you prepare for the DAT.
And just so the students know, he's teaching your work.
Yes,
He's
Professor
teaching your
Barangos will be going over packets like this for Orgo and stuff like this, going over the problems and things like that. But the in-class group, that's with me 100%.
Okay, that sounds excellent. So if students are interested in the classes, they should get a hold of Nancy Steen.
Get a hold of Nancy Steen at nancy.steen, S-T-E-E-N, @gmail.com. And she'll give you all the information, and it'll get you started. It'll be a summit to remember. If you ask around in the New York and New Jersey area, a lot of these dentists have come out of my camp, and I think you're going to love it.
Okay, Dr. Romano, I guess that'll about wrap it up. They told us to be about 7 minutes. We're right at that now. You have anything else to add?
Good luck, guys. You got to work hard. There's no easy way. There's a lot of material here. Not hard, but there's a lot of material. I think I would rather a lot of material than something that is short but difficult. So you got a lot of work, but this is doable. This is very, very doable.
Okay, Dr. Romano, thanks for taking your time today.
Okay, good day to you. Bye-bye.
Good day to you.